Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Muhammad Shakir bin Razak.
My name Muhammad Aiman bin Mat Asri.
My name Nur Asia binti Azliman.
My name Muhammad Hazim bin Nur Kafi.
My name is Muhammad Noor Azwan bin Noor Anwar.
My name is Muhammad Shazri bin Saim.
Okay, today we would like to present to all you guys about our topic, which is how unethical affect the career of in the workplace. Okay, we'll start with our first point, which is about the sweet talk. Okay, I will explain to all you guys about what is the unethical effect that's happened in our workplace in Malaysia. Okay, for the sweet talk is about is being conducting by a person who are not ethical, and the others and the one of the unethical behavior that always happen, whether in a small company or big company in Malaysia. For example, like Deloitte and everything else like that. Sweet talk is always happen when someone who are involving in our job promotion or in anything else. Okay, I will give to you guys about the scenario and situation. What the often that happen in is come with in the job promotion. For example, in the process that we want to recruit someone in our organization. Okay, sweet talk is always happen when, okay, for example, that we have a family in our organization. For example, I'm the supervisor of this company. Okay, so I want to adopt and recruit my cousin in this company. So I can sweet talk to my boss that my cousin is a really good employee. So it's a really have a lots of nice thing and have a lots of nice result, and the most CGPA is the best thing ever has. Okay, sweet talk will happen in this kind, which is not a very unethical, because our boss will think that, okay, my cousin is the best one, and I and does not do it the interview at all. Okay, in order to control all of this unethical behavior, okay, a company should implement a rules and a regulation in our company. For example, by performing a 360 appraisal method in order to give someone position, okay, make some books for the rules and regulation, and state in our rules that every employee who wants a job promotion needs to be in a proper but like we say in a proper interview. For example, by another's, because we conduct an interview by the others company. So anything that unbiased thing will not be happen in our company. Sweet talk, like I can give you, for example, like sweet talk is always happen in the company. Like I can give you everything that you want. For example, the luxury gift in order to get the promotion to the high level. This is a very unethical way, and we as a Malaysian need to become more concerned and fix our attitude from this behavior so much. Okay, sweet talk are able to get you in the higher rating and be praised by everyone. But we as a Malaysian need to control this thing from happen, and we want a full of like we say, like an equal thing among ourselves. Okay, that's all from me. Okay, and go to the next point.
Thank you, Shakir. So I am Azwan. I will explain how the bad mouthing action will affect the career of worker. The first one is it will create a negative vibe. There's a right time and place for everything, but the job interview is never the time or place to start bad mouthing for your former employee or share critical feedback about previous company. The first one, always focus on neutral or unbiased aspect of your previous work experience. Nevertheless, if you absolutely have highlight a negative point about a previous boss, make sure to frame it in a positive way. For example, if you talking about a company limited employment perks, make sure to compensate with something else that positive. For example, an open and creative work culture or regular training programs. But where possible, negative comment of any sort should be avoided lest you create a negative vibe you can shake off for the rest of the interview. However, you look at it, bad-mouthing your former employee is simply unprofessional regardless of the circumstance. So beware of your words. It's a small world. If world ever go back to your previous boss that you had been bad-mouthing her or him or the company, they might decide to retaliate in some way. Okay, the lastly, it show our emotional immaturity. Holding grudges is immature. If you are still obsessing over your bad experience at your last company, ask yourself why. Don't waste your energy and time being preoccupied about things that you can change. Focus instead on the present and what you can do to improve your current quality of life. That all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next, it's about lack of 360 performance appraisal. Performance evaluation is valuable only when it is carried out on a regular basis. Annual performance review is not enough for any organization because employees have to wait for a year to give off or receive feedback, which is not good for any organization productivity. Um, Appreciation is very important to keep your employees inspired and to drive their productivity. A performance management system that doesn't include recognition and rewards for the employee performance tends to fail more easily. And it is important to keep track of employee performance and appreciate their good works at the same time. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay. Next is bias. Supervisor are favorism. Okay, being biased at work is unfair for the employee. It will give a negative aura in the workplace. This can be done at anywhere during work or off duty. The bosses or the supervisions sometimes be unfair and have a prejudice against someone. As you know, the bosses or even the supervisor cannot be biased towards all the staff and need to be fair when evaluate their job performance. Like what in the article state that the supervisor will often rate their favorite staff and give a higher rating due to their same interests. It will give a negative impact at their workplace and the employee productivity towards their job. Okay, that's all from me. Next.
Thank you, Asia. Next, I want to talk about flattering person. Example like flattering a boss can be constructive or destructive, depend on the approach you take. Giving a genuine compliment and behaving in a professional, positive manner with your boss can gain your favor, while issuing insincere or over the top flattery can make your boss uncomfortable and call your credibility into questions. Excessive flattery will also be recognized by your colleagues, and they may resent your attempt to integrate yourself to the boss. When you flatter someone, you praise on a compliment him or her, but you are not totally sincere. You flatter your friend by telling her she the best driver in the world because you want her to offer you a ride. When you flatter, you probably want to something. It
Okay,
could
we
be a
proceed with
simple.
backstabbing. Backstabbing at work come in several types. First, belittlers, who hurl put downs, demeaning remarks, and disparaging comments. Second, credit thief, Creative is who steal your ideas and grab the glory when a project is successfully. Third is finger pointer. Finger pointer is who pin the blame on others when the project goes wrong. And the last is slackers. Slackers is who share responsibility and force duties onto others. That's all from me.
Okay, that's all from our presentation. I would like to thank to all you guys that from attending in this meeting, and I hope everything is going to be really fine. And we hope for the best in this subject. And thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum.